Yeah. Let's go. We just gotta go hard. I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Yeah. Oh yeah, the beast back. Adrenaline pumping through my veins, can't relax. Original, I am not the same as these cats. I sting them if they never ever mind and they beeswax. I don't ever cap, but I'm wearing like 3 hats. Never been a rat, but I know where the cheese at. You'll never get a trophy cause they all here where we at. You better believe that. When it's all said and done, I'll still be here standing. Never took a loss and it ain't something that I'm planning. I dare you to say something, my focus is A1. Every dog has his day, it's been mine since day one. This is real grinding, I'm still climbing. While you still trying, I'm still shining. It's real blinding, and I'm getting hotter too. Talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you when I do what I gotta do. Let's go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
They ain't coming close to me. Flow is on atomic, I'm starting fires through poetry. The hardest out, staying loyal, no falling out. And if you step into the court, be ready, we ballin' out. Yeah, the coldest of teens, they know what we bring, don't try us. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target and practice. Yeah.
And I'm just getting started, getting my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret.
All facts, all black dress code. Pay me my respect, collecting every debt.
I go the hardest. I bring the pain. Not what you used to. It's all part of the game. Yeah, I just gotta go hard. I just gotta go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard.
We are wrestling.
Olympic hero Kurt Angle, and you're listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast. We Are Wrestling Podcast.
Hey everybody, Eric Bischoff here, and you are listening to We Are Wrestling Podcast. You're watching We Are Wrestling.
I'm the host with the most.
You are by far the least intelligent. Stay tuned. Listen to the podcast. Best one, Donnie, might teach you a thing or two.
What is going on, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? Ben here, one half of the We Are Wrestling Podcast.
If you ain't listening to the We Are Wrestling Podcast, bro, you're missing out. The king listens, and you need to too, bro.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
We Are Wrestling Podcast.
What is up? We are Wrestling Maniacs out there worldwide. I'm the host with the most, Mr. We Are Wrestling himself, the best one, Donnie, here with...
What is up, We Are Wrestling Maniacs Worldwide? It is Ben, Uncle Ben, America's favorite uncle, wrestling's punching bag. And we're live. We're live as hell, man. It's going to be a really good episode. Welcome to 2025, man. Happy New Year to all the We Are Wrestling Maniacs out here watching around the globe. It's going to be a really good one. But before we get into that regular mumbo jumbo, Don, what is up, man?
I wouldn't call it regular mumbo jumbo because this is going to be a regular thing for the rest of We Are Wrestling Podcast. We're going to be doing live episodes every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys want to be a part of this, highly recommend joining us on these streams. It's totally free. There's no paid ad wall or nothing. You're allowed to hang out in the chat, and we're going to be pretty much doing the normal show like we normally do. We have a great format, and 2025 is here, and we're starting off with a brand new live episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast. If you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac yet already, and you're listening to this podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, wherever you get your podcasts, give us a 5-star review, not just any review, a best one review, and download the episode. And give us a follow over on the social media pages where you can stay up to date with all the wrestling news and all that fun stuff. But if you're not a We Are Wrestling Maniac, you're already over on the YouTube channel where you can catch these episodes live Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you're not a part of the thousands of subscribers. We recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications. Videos be coming out of nowhere like an RKO. And of course, you already know, the grind is real. Yeah. How are we feeling, Ben? 2025 is here.
Yeah, man. It's basically kind of like a new season, new fresh start, and new adventures with all the creativity, man. It's going to be good. And we got a lot of new storylines happening. We know we're in Rumble season, about to be on the road to WrestleMania again. So I mean, it's a good time to be alive in the beginning of the year, because it's always and we're come Monday, we're finally on Netflix, and that's going to be a massive fucking episode. So that's something really exciting to look forward to, man. So I can say I'm feeling pretty good so far.
And just a reminder, that's a great segue because this Monday, WWE Monday Night Raw is coming to Netflix. And you already know, we do watch-alongs for all the specials, all the PLEs, all the pay-per-views here on We Are Wrestling Network. And we're going to be doing a live watch-along together this upcoming Monday for Monday Night Raw on Netflix. How are you feeling about the upcoming card, too? Because they're saying that it's going to be like a WrestleMania feel.
It is a fucking WrestleMania feel, dude. It already is, just based on the aura of what the fuck we're getting. Like, it just based on CM Punk versus fucking Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns versus Solo alone, that's already explosive. And we're apparently going to be getting some potential returns, some storylines starting. I'm expecting, Becky Lynch to show up. Like, there's a lot that is going to be happening on this Raw. It's a must-see thing, dude. So I'm really excited for it. But another year for me to hate on Mercedes? Absolutely. Absolutely. And have I seen Mercedes versus Chris? No. So I'm not going to lie and say I did. I have no interest.
I feel like, Ben, you should give it a watch and honestly give us your opinion next Wednesday on the live show.
All right.
I will get you to link to the match. Like, I really want you to watch it because I think it was really good.
All right. I'll watch it.
And I think the Maniacs would like that. But speaking of Mercedes Moné, I don't know if I told you this.
Tell you what,
did I tell you this, Ben?
Before you do, let's film an extra. I'll react to the match and I'll sit down and I'll watch it with you.
Ooh, okay, that could be a good extra for the month. I like that.
Because there's no way in hell I'm doing it on my own time. There's no way in hell I'm doing it on my own time.
You need somebody to hold you accountable.
And look at that, boom, more content.
Perfect.
You could be like a Mercedes fucking Stan or something reacts to Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné or some shit. Get the clickbait.
Clickbait, exactly. And I don't know if I told any of the We Are Wrestling Maniacs this. I don't even know if I told you this, but I go to Big Event New York twice a year, and
you told me this.
March 15th, I am going to be meeting Ben's favorite women's wrestler, Mercedes Moné. I cannot wait. I'm excited. And also, AJ Lee got announced a couple nights ago, too.
Hey, what up, Dan? Yeah, dude. I mean, AJ Lee, fucking all day, man. All fucking day. If you haven't, all day. Mercedes Moné, why would I care? Why would I care? Unless you tell her straight up that your co-host fucking hates her guts, I don't care.
I might have to do something content related here.
That would be funny.
To get some clicks and to get some views, but we'll see what happens when the time is right. If anybody has any suggestions, comment down below. But a couple things before we do get into the normal program here on the live episode of the We Are Wrestling podcast, first one of the new year. Just want to let you guys know that the Power of the Poll is coming back starting next Wednesday on our next live episode. So definitely there will be a poll up tonight so you guys can go vote on it for the Power of the Poll. And also, I know we haven't been doing the We Are Wrestling Getting Put Over segment, but we will be doing it starting next Wednesday. I know, I put the wrong graphic.
Not even the graphic. Fucking Dan's fucking comment, all the Monet in the world and can't buy her talent.
Anything can happen when you're live.
Yeah, son.
Oh,
So
this is gonna be a fun year. I
Dude,
can already tell.
I love that we're doing this. Like, I just want to give my thoughts on the fact that we're moving to like live episodes every week now.
Well, we have to, Ben. Monday Night Raw is moving to Netflix. AEW is going to be they're going to be both on TBS and Max. So, like, We Are Wrestling, we have to friggin' up our game here. We can't be doing pre-recorded episodes anymore.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, we've been doing this a long time to like know. So it's bread and butter now, man. So I'm just really excited about it.
We're professional podcasters at the end of the day.
Yeah, dude, at the end of the day. You already know.
But for the Getting Put Over, it will be coming back next week. And Ben and I, since we don't even remember who was last, we decided that we're going to be putting over Dolph Ziggler in that next Wednesday. And we're going to go back to the same format where we pick and choose. Every week we alternate. But now, with that being said, let's get into the We Are Wrestling weekly recap. And starting things off, last Friday on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens went face-to-face. It was announced by Nick Aldis that they'll face each other off in a ladder match with both the Winged Eagle and Undisputed Championship on the line at the Royal Rumble. What's your thoughts on this?
Honestly, I really high-key like it because, dude, when's the last time we've gotten a really good ladder match for a big title at a big pay-per-view? Sorry, PLE. Like, when is the last time? And between Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, who we know can fucking go on a ladder and really make that shit look like magic, dude, that is a fucking treat. So, and to have both belts up. So, there's some stipulation here. There's some magic that could be worked. There's some things that could be intertwined, man. You know, we can even see the return of Randy Orton, which I think is going to be happening, is he's going to be returning at that match, and I think that's when we're going to be establishing some shit. I'm really excited about it, man. Like, it feels old school. Like, we're going back to the roots again, you know? Like, we're making it exciting. We're bringing regular just plain ladder matches, dude. That's all we've missed. And we don't need this explosive, theatrical whatever. Just give us a fucking ladder, a good storyline, 2 great athletes, and maybe a title. We're good.
Honestly, I think that for, like, Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes, like, this is a perfect match. Because, like, I even remember going all the way back to 1994, WrestleMania 10. They had Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon. They were both Intercontinental Champion, and they had both titles hung up, like, on the top of the ladder, and they had a ladder match. And it was one of the most iconic matches of all time. So to have, like, the Winged Eagle, which was, like, a one-off thing, and Kevin Owens holding the championship just to piss Cody Rhodes off, and then having the actual title up there, I just think that that's just a great storyline. It's a great way to really give us a big PLE match. And this, to me, is going to be big. This is Rumble feel. And I know I'm going to be so mad at myself because I want Kevin Owens to win the championship, but I know it's not going to happen. But I do think that it's going to be a great match because Kevin Owens, like, he hasn't, I don't think, really had, like, a regular singles ladder match ever in the WWE. Because, like, I go back to Ring of Honor, man, him and El Generico, Sami Zayn, at Final Battle. That was, like, one of the best independent wrestling ladder matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. I'm just excited, dude. Like, I'm excited for PLEs. Like, we're getting stipulations. We're getting, you know, different types of matches, you know, that are going to be main eventing that aren't the Rumbles, you know? Like, it's so cool, you know? Like, it's so fucking cool. And that's one of their biggest PLEs. So the fact that we're actually getting this shit again is so great. I am
so excited.
I'm just a happy camper, man. I'm just a happy camper, man.
Yep, you're a happy camper. You already got the tent all friggin' set.
Goober, yeah.
Oh, dude, one of my favorite fucking movies of all time as a kid.
Goober, yeah.
We're all goofy
goobers, yeah.
Goofy goober. Oh, man, that was so on point that we might get copywritten for that. So please, YouTube, don't demonetize
Don't
this.
strike us.
Moving on now to our next recap. And normally we don't cover things that happen at WWE house shows, but everybody wants to talk about it, so we're going to talk about it. At WWE MSG live event house show, CM Punk showed up in a shower cap and towel, only saving Damian Priest from Ludwig Kaiser and Dirty Dom. What's your thoughts on the viral clip?
Honestly, it's fucking hilarious because clearly dude is having a lot of fun. Dude is having a lot of fun. Like, it's good because, like, on TV, we see this, like, serious side of Punk. Like, we see this, like, you know, obviously very much so televised, scripted, but very unscripted version of Punk, you know, which is something that we kind of expect. But, you know, bring this back to fucking 2011, you know, 2010, even, like, 09, motherfucker would never have done something like this. Never. I guarantee this was his fucking idea. Like, I guarantee he talked to somebody in the match and just like, let's fucking work the crowd, you know? And they did. It went viral. And he's having a blast, bro. Dude was trying not to laugh the entire run down that ramp, bro. It was fucking hilarious. I see nothing wrong with it, dude. Shit is fucking hilarious.
This is what has been missing when it comes to house shows. Like, I do like that
CM Punk
in this
of all
new...
people.
But here's what I like in this new era of WWE, because a lot of people back in the day complained that, like, they were doing too many house shows, and they were just really sacrificing their bodies when, like, they should be saving that for, like, PLE'S and regular televised shows.
Yeah.
But with the Triple H's era, they have limited the dates, which I think they're on a perfect schedule right now with house shows, televised shows, PLE'S, and I think, like, having CM Punk do this, that's what the house shows are all about. It's supposed to be a fun interaction with the audience. You're supposed to give them that experience.
See,
you're not focusing on millions of people watching. You're focusing on a couple thousand people that paid their hard-earned money to enjoy a nice show.
See, what this is like, what's really good about this too is that, like, at house shows, they can really cater to, like, you know, the PG audience, the kid audience, you know, and they can really push that funny envelope there and have some of those, you know, dream matches and stellar matches happen there. But it's like, now that we're on television, we can have that more, like, adult content and, like, you know, a lot of those, like, suggestive themes, and they can focus on it. They don't have to blend it everywhere. You know, like, we're appeasing all audiences at this point. So everything that they're doing is smart, and they're able to do more with these limited dates because these guys aren't worn out anymore. Now some of it's just for fucking fun. Like, CM Punk is a massive name. So for him to be just running around doing that shit, we would never have gotten that even 5 years ago, dude. Like, anybody. We wouldn't have gotten that shit. It would have been boring as fuck. Now
He's
it's
just living his
great.
best life right now.
Yeah, dude.
I love it. I love everything that CM Punk is doing in the WWE right now. And him just running around with, like, a shower cap and, like, a towel, that is just pure gold. And WWE, one thing that they do so good, and the reason why they're at the top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling and sports entertainment, it's because they do shit like this. It goes viral.
Stand on that business, Donnie.
Man, CM Punk, like, this clip, I don't have the exact number right now. If one of you guys that are in the live chat have the number, this is definitely over millions
I can look,
of views
keep talking.
all across the social media.
I'm
So,
gonna look
like,
right
with
now.
CM Punk, man, I am, like, impressed with, like, what he's done. And he already said it in his promo. The one thing that he's back for, he wants to make money. He's not here to make friends. So, like, for CM Punk to, like, know what the audience wants, I think it's great. Plus, like, you have, like, these AEW fans who are hating on it, trying to say, oh, his run is, like, lackluster in WWE. He's being taken as a joke. Friggin' WWE, like, is pretty much, like, making him into a joke. Corporate Punk. Like, we've been hearing it back and forth, but, like, at the end of the day, some of the best work in professional wrestling is friggin' having fun, being yourself. And you could tell that CM Punk doesn't really have pressure on himself right now. He's just out there having a good time, making up for 8 years of not being in professional wrestling. I think I've done enough talking, Ben.
So that has, like, across all social media.
That was pretty good. I did a really good job on
talking,
that. I'm giving myself a pat on the back.
Yeah, pat on the back, sir. So across social media, I was adding up numbers, dude. That shit has close to over 1 million views. So
Well, Crazy 101 says, wasn't it over 46 million
over
views?
46.
And I think that's across social
Yeah.
media platforms.
Just from what I saw, one was at like 568,000. So like that's believable. That's believable, 100%.
Which, man, like, I hope the house shows, like, they continue to do more fun stuff like this, because then you're going to get more people to want to go out to a house show. 'Cause that's what it's supposed to be all about. Like, I remember, like, enjoying the house shows growing up, and they would always do comedy things. They would do funny stuff like this.
And it also allows, like, you know, the superstars to kind of, like, you know, slightly break the fourth wall a little bit, too, and show that it's, you know, it's not, when they do the heavy moments on, you know, television, that it's not, I don't want to say not real, because it isn't, you know, like, if we're going to adjust the elephant in the room, it isn't. So it's like you kind of get to comfort and, you know, like, put a lot of kids like minds at ease that these are not really bad people, you know. So it's kind of cool to break that fourth wall a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. I 1000% agree. But now moving on to our next recap. At AEW World's End, we saw the return of Kenny Omega and Adam Copeland. After Okada defeated Will Ospreay in the Continental Classic, Omega made his return and handed him the Continental Championship. After Jon Moxley retained the AEW World title in a fatal four-way, the Death Riders attacked everybody until FTR and Adam Copeland returned as FT Rated R, showing up with Adam Copeland, and pretty much we got Adam Copeland and Jon Moxley facing off, pretty much teasing that that's going to be the start of their big program in 2025. So what's your thoughts on Adam Copeland returning and going for the AEW World title, and Kenny Omega having that face-off with Okada, because they do have a lot of history back in New Japan?
So I'm going to touch on Okada and Kenny Omega first. Obviously, that's just written in the stars. It's been written in the stars since he came back, but obviously with Kenny being injured, it has not been able to come into full fruition. But he was written off beautifully to kind of solidify it for when it was time for the return, like it has been. Now I'm shifting over to Rated FTR. I liked it. I saw the promo. I saw the segment rather. I liked it a lot. Dude's looking really fucking chiseled still. He's looking great.
I know, Omar.
It was good seeing it was good seeing FTR too, honestly, and they really look good. Like, they look really good, and it's good to see everybody back. Mox versus Edge. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for it. We haven't gotten this. So I'm really, really excited to kind of get to sink my teeth in a little bit. As much as I fucking can't stand Mox anymore, I think somebody to feud with on, like, you know, the terms of Edge, or sorry, Adam Copeland, is very important. I think it's going to be great for both of them. I think this is going to be a banger of a fucking feud and a banger match, even with some kind of involvement with Christian there. You know, like, I think it's going to be really great for everybody involved. So I'm really stoked.
So starting off now, in my opinion, with Kenny Omega and Okada, I actually really do like this, and this is how MJF and Adam Cole, they could have finished the feud the right way. But instead, they made the decision to have Adam Cole turn on MJF last year at World's End, when MJF was already banged up. We knew he was going to be taking time off after he dropped the title to Samoa Joe, and Adam Cole was already injured. He shattered his ankle jumping off the stage at Grand Slam. So, like, we already knew, like, these two were hurt with Adam Cole.
Yeah,
that's what I meant to say. I think I
was
said
talking
Copeland.
about Adam Copeland. Like, when did he fucking fuck up his ankle?
I think he fucked his ankle up. I want to say it was...
It was last year, right?
It was in 2024. I want to say it was, like, the end of the summer, I think. Early fall, maybe. Because he wasn't out that long. I know that.
It was only like 4 months or some shit, right?
I think it was like 4 to 6 months.
Okay.
But when it comes to, like, Adam Cole and MJF, like, they did this feud and, like, it just didn't make any sense at all. But having Kenny Omega and Okada feud, it does make sense, because you didn't have Kenny Omega hurt doing stuff while, like, Okada was doing stuff hurt and, like, forgetting who's the face, who's the heel. So I think that this was brilliant. You had Okada win the tournament, which I believe this is his 5th, like, major tournament that he won, like, in all of professional wrestling. So to have Kenny Omega, I think, hand him the title, because I know some people were complaining about that. Like, shouldn't Kenny Omega, like, already go after him because he, like, injured him and like, wrote him off of TV? No, patience. And I think Kenny giving him the championship, that is a great start because we need to slowly build it up, in my opinion.
No, I absolutely agree, man. Like, you got to let things sizzle. You really have to let everything mix and really sink into each other before you just pull a trigger, dude. Like, you really have to let it build, because if we just get to it right away, it's going to be boring as fuck, stale as fuck. You can miss an absolute mark. This is why long-term storytelling is a very big requirement when it comes to big stellar matches like this. You need to put some kind of animosity there. You have to.
Exactly, and I think that them being patient is a great idea. So now getting into Adam Copeland returning with FTR, I love this because like finally like the Death Riders, like now they're going to be done just taking out jobbers every single week like they've been doing for months. Now we have some real competition.
Substance.
Exactly, substance. That's the word of the day. Substance. And I think when it comes to like FTR and Adam Copeland, this is also a great way to maybe give them the trio championships against the Death Riders, because this will even further the storyline with Copeland and Jon Moxley, which I believe they're going to probably build this up until, I want to say, Grand Slam in Australia, because I could definitely see them having that as like the main event for that pay-per-view, since it's going to be in like a whole nother country in a stadium. So I can definitely see them trying to do something there. And I also like that Adam Copeland's feuding with Jon Moxley, because Christian Cage, he has that not the briefcase, he has like this thing where he can cash in anytime for the AEW World Championship, and we know the history there with Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. So it really like it makes it so much more unpredictable what's gonna happen. And honestly, like Jon Moxley, like I feel like he hasn't really had like a real contender to go for him yet. And I think Adam Copeland, he's perfect for the job. And I think it's kind of cool.
My coffee.
It's kind of cool, man. Like Adam Copeland, like in WWE as Edge, he got to work with Roman Reigns, he got to work with Seth, and now he gets to work with freaking Jon Moxley.
It's kind of fucking
Dude's living his best life.
Dude fucking hates the Shield.
We did post that on our We Are Wrestling social media page. Him with the crowbar, freaking choking all three of them out.
Dude fucking hates the Shield.
Absolutely. But moving on now to our last We Are Wrestling weekly recap. This past Monday on Raw, and I've seen some of you guys in the chat. You want us to talk about it. We're talking about it.
Bring it up. Let's go.
Seth freaking Rollins and CM Punk had a verbal face-off. I gotta ask you, Ben, your thoughts on it, and after you and I give our thoughts, let's pick who we think won that friggin'
motherfucker
battle.
That is not a thing. I will not answer that question because honestly, both came out swinging, and I'm a dude.
All right, how about this? If you can't come up with an answer, and I can't come up with an answer, we're live.
Yeah.
now.
So who do you?
So let's ask the We Are Wrestling Maniacs in the chat. Who won that? CM Punk or Seth Rollins?
My
Let us know while we share our thoughts.
Immediately, he said Punk. Immediately, dude. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of those fucking segments that you don't know if it's real or not. You can't blur the lines that well. Like it just. Like, it felt like personal attacks on both fucking sides. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, why are y'all so fucking angry? Like, it was great, dude. Like I said, both came out absolutely swinging. Like, it all felt personal. I don't know how deep it runs in real life at this point, because this is really starting to kind of like make me think about Matt Riddle and Seth's fucking feud, where shit got ugly. And they had some real animosity in real life. I don't know how deep it runs with Seth and Punk. I don't know. So I'm fucking just as gobsmacked as everybody else, dude. They pulled out real things to say. And the fact that, even CM Punk got away with like, oh, fucking the last guy that was in charge didn't like me, but he fucking loved you. I was just like, damn.
Dude, I lost it at that moment right there. And then Seth Rollins bringing up, you went to the competition.
Yeah, and everybody's like, oh, shit.
And then he's like, we won the war. He called him a bandwagon.
And it's fucking wild because like every time these dudes got hit with fucking what seemed like nukes by each other, they picked themselves back up immediately after and dusted each other off. I
was impressed with Seth Rollins.
Nobody got buried. Both are very good on the mic. Both are very good. CM Punk is one of the best in the world. Seth is getting up there himself and has always been pretty up there. So it's with two people who are just as talented as they are, put them in a fucking ring together, on a mic, in a match, doesn't matter. They're going to create fucking magic, dude, and it's going to be cinema. I'm so fucking excited for Monday.
Well, they always say, man, real life situations, those are some of the best storylines and rivalries.
And they're doing
you
it
and
so
I
clean.
both grew up in Ruthless Aggression. One of the best rivalries in that time was Edge and freaking Matt Hardy with Lita.
And let's
because it was real shit.
Dude, nobody will ever forget that shit. That is shit that stands out 100%.
You got CM Punk, he's the Bret Hart. Seth Rollins is the Shawn Michaels. And I think that this is great television, and I'm kind of happy that this isn't happening at WrestleMania. I think that this happening on the first episode on Netflix, I think, is just as big as a WrestleMania. So I think to have this right now, I think it's a lot smarter. I think it's brilliant. Because that is a perfect way to get a lot of people tuned in. Because if you pay attention to things going on behind the scenes, and you're listening to Fightful and all these reporters and listening to podcasts like ours, that the media, yes.
I said Wikipedia.
Wikipedia. Oh man, come on! Don't compare We Are Wrestling to Wikipedia. But what I'm trying to say is, I think that it's a great way to just have this is something that people are going to tune into. And it's going to be entertaining as fuck. Both of these two are very, very talented. And I'm excited. I'm very excited.
I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. I love you, Donnie!
Yeah. Yeah! I was doing that a lot last night on New Year's Eve, and they're all laughing.
I'm not fucking surprised. Yeah, you didn't even fucking message us until this morning, you asshole.
Yes, I did. I was very stoned on New Year's.
He said I got stoned.
I had to make up for the 350 days I didn't smoke in 2024. And I did.
He's yeah, dude. He's I got too damn stoned for my fucking good, bro.
But I'm just gonna say this: if your state or wherever you live, it's not illegal. Well, here in the state of Mass, where we live, it's legalized, so it's okay. Can't cancel me.
I'm trying to get stupid when I smoke. Stupid. Fucking hey, buck, stupid. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, it's Punk and Rollins, dude. I think that this is going to be so good. And I'm really excited to see what's going to happen because I could see Seth Rollins turning heel. I could see it happening. And maybe he beats CM Punk.
Oh, bro. He's 100% the heel in this situation.
Yeah, because here's my only issue,
Amen, Dan.
throughout this build. When Seth Rollins came out and gave his reason to why he hates CM Punk, that was horrible. That was a horrible segment because he said the reason he hated him is because he left and he didn't talk to him. That was it.
He's you abandoned me, left me in the soup aisle, and then went home, and somebody else picked me up.
People be calling friggin' Cody fans Cody crybabies. What about the Seth fans? Oh, man. I don't know. I will say this, though. From that promo by himself, explaining why he hates Punk, to what he did this past Monday on Raw with CM Punk.
Got it.
I was fucking impressed.
I'm calling
complaining.
I'm calling them the fucking Prada purses. I'm calling them the Prada purses because they're all little bitches. All little bitches. It's fancy little purses. Prada purse.
Dan.
Ripping my bong, knows about it. Hell yeah, dude.
Yes, I do.
Hell yeah,
and
Byron.
yes, Dynasty, we won't be watching because I think that's happening in Japan. And we do work shoot jobs outside of this, so we won't be able to do that, unfortunately. But, yeah, man, Punk and Rollins, this is going to be a great episode and another great way to advertise. We're going to be doing a live watch-along to that, so if you want to watch it with us, we will be doing it live Monday, January 6th, first episode of Monday Night Raw on Netflix.
We should be live around 7:45 p.m. that night.
Yep,
just to
I was
going to
say, we got to have 15 minutes to interact.
Yeah.
But I will say, who won this? honestly, it's a draw. Like, I don't even know why I asked Ben who won this. Like, I thought they both really held their own against each other, and Seth Rollins looked fucking great. Like, the way that he brought up the cancer thing, which he did talk about, like, years ago in an interview about CM Punk, and then saying, like, I need to take it out, and, like, he was going in. I was impressed.
I think the one time that Seth, like, I know was being completely serious, but I just fucking immediately just blurted out, just belly laughed, is when he told CM Punk when he came back straight up, he was like, listen, I'm just going to tell you straight up and loud and clear, I hate you. I started fucking dying, bro.
Dude, it was such a great confrontation. Like, they both really sold this match, and honestly, if you're not excited for Raw and Netflix after this segment, then you need to go under Patrick's rock.
Hey, Danny. All right, so I'm actually going to pull up his comment. Seth versus Punk should 100% main event Monday unless The Rock appears during Roman and Solo. Honestly, yes, that is script worthy, Dan. Bravo. Absolutely.
I agree. I absolutely agree here. And Donnie, what do you think about the Penta tease? Honestly, I do like what they're doing here. It's like little teases. You're not really getting any like normal vignettes like you normally would get. You're just getting graphics. And honestly, for somebody who's very mysterious like Penta, I actually do like that for him.
Yeah.
Because he's got aura. He doesn't really like, he has that NXT Shinsuke aura where like he doesn't really have to talk. His presentation, you're going to look at him and say, wow, that's a superstar.
Alrighty. So
all right, well,
confirmed.
With that being
hold
said,
on. Angelo, I thought it was confirmed that Punk versus Seth is main eventing, but I could have just heard that. Okay, well that was.
I thought it was confirmed too.
Okay, well hey, there we go.
But we'll have to wait and see what happens, because they always say subject to change. So now, with that being said, let's now get into the We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. Starting things off. Wow, well, we do have like 2 weeks to make up because last week we did have our We Are Wrestling Best One Awards. So we do have 2 weeks worth of news to make up on this, but we had to pick the best of the best. And starting things off here, WWE wants to do they want to do more 2-night PLEs. According to WrestleVotes, WWE is indeed considering making certain pay-per-views or PLEs into 2-night events, with the next option being the Royal Rumble. As such, the 2-night format is on the table for the 2026 Royal Rumble. In addition, Money in the Bank could also be headed to a multiple-night event by 2027. What's your thoughts on that?
Royal Rumble doesn't need to be a 2-night event. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. It should be. They shouldn't really be focusing so much on 2-night events, like where I like the idea. They really shouldn't be focusing on it. They should be putting more matches on the cards, depending on the PLE. I'm cool with like the 5 matches at Saudi. I'm cool with like the 5 matches at like Elimination Chamber, you know. But like when it comes to 2-night events, Mania, SummerSlam, I can see those. Survivor Series, I can see that. Doesn't need to be fucking Rumble. Doesn't need to be.
I feel like the only 2 that should maybe be 2-night is SummerSlam and WrestleMania. I think that's fine.
Yeah, that's all we need.
Like Royal Rumble, I feel like doesn't really have to be a 2-night event.
Does not need to be.
Like, maybe back in the day with like Ruthless Aggression, it could have been kind of cool to have just like a Raw Rumble and like just a SmackDown Rumble. But like, I don't know, I just don't want to go through 2 nights of the Royal Rumble where like one night the main event is the Women's Rumble and then the next night is the Men's Rumble. Just keep it the way it is. Have your 2 Rumbles and have a couple matches.
I agree.
But I don't know, like I don't really like I get why WWE is doing it because it has been very successful, like marketing wise, having 2 nights. And it's just a great way to keep more people in whatever city is hosting the WWE PLE. It's a great business move. But I don't know, like, just 2 nights, like, come on. Like, the best of the best need to be the ones competing on the PLEs. I know they're trying to make everybody happy. That's probably why they're doing it. But, like, they can make everybody happy if you do 7 matches on a normal PLE rather than 5 or 4.
Yeah.
But I understand, like, Rumble having 5 because you have the women's and the men's Rumble, and that takes up some time. So I get to have, like, maybe 5, but 2-night PLEs, like, I don't know. I'm not a fan, really, of it.
Yeah.
But moving on now to some movie news, which I can't wait to talk about this because me and my friends outside of here We have been talking about this movie, and I'm very excited about it. MJF will officially be in Happy Gilmore 2. On Christmas, the official trailer dropped. What's your thoughts on it?
Looks good. I mean, it's pretty cool for, always getting sequels to beloved movies. But fun fact, I've never even seen Happy Gilmore.
You never watched the first Happy Gilmore?
Bro, I'm not a huge Sandler fan. I only like select movies, bro. I'm not a huge Sandler fan. Like, I enjoy, like, a lot of his friends' work. I enjoy some of his work, but I'm not, like, a Sandler universe guy. Happy Gilmore is about golf, man. Never been a golf guy.
I've never been a golf guy either, but that's such a good movie.
Yeah, I mean, hey, dude.
Bob Barker's in it, Ben.
I'm not against it, dude. Like, I'm not against seeing it. I just never had interest in seeing it on my own time. Like, if it's something that I see with people, then yeah, dude, I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it before I see the second one for MJF specifically, just to get the backstory and shit. So, I mean, like, there's always time. But it looks great, man. They filmed it here. They filmed it right here.
I am so shocked right now. I know you love movies, and I thought that this would be a great way for us to talk about movies, but you never watched Happy Gilmore! I can't believe this. I can't believe this.
I'm a cinema person, dude.
Oh, man. Well, chat, I'm very excited for Happy Gilmore, too. The first one was fantastic. Yeah. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen now here with... I'm not even acknowledging you right now. I cannot wait to see what happens with Happy and Shooter McGavin.
Oh, Eminem is in Happy Gilmore too.
I will tell you MJF's role, though. He will be one of Happy Gilmore's kids. And Happy Gilmore is played by Adam Sandler, in case you didn't know.
Oh, sweet.
So he will be one of the kids, which I believe that's the graphic here.
I hope he's a dick.
It's MJ, I believe. You got Happy, you got his wife, and then you got, I believe, looks like 4 kids.
Jesus fucking
in there.
Christ.
And MJF is one of them. So that's exciting. He was shown in the trailer, so it won't be like, what's that movie that he was in that we went to the movies for?
Fucking Iron Claw, where we saw the back of his head for 5 seconds.
Yeah. He only was in there for like 2 seconds.
He'll have a speaking role, Chris.
So honestly, I'm excited. I'm excited for MJF to be in this movie. I know my buddy Tyrone, he was telling me that like he was hoping MJF would be Shooter McGavin's kid because Shooter McGavin's like the villain in the movie, and like MJF being Happy's kid because Happy Gilmore is like obviously the protagonist, so like he doesn't want MJF to be like he wants to be an antagonist.
Gotcha.
Which I hope he is an antagonist. I hope he's an asshole to Adam Sandler. But moving on now to our next weekly news and rumors. According to Fightful, Baron Corbin and AJ Francis were backstage visiting at AEW World's End. But according to Sports Illustrated, AJ Francis has re-signed with TNA. So what's your thoughts on them visiting backstage at World's End?
It's nothing unusual. People visit their friends all the time at events, and they're bigger names. So, at least Baron Corbin is. He's definitely going to have the ins. Everybody, cross brands all the time. And plus, besides, Baron's free. He's a free agent right now. If anything, I feel like he could benefit from AEW out of anybody that could go there. I think he would do some really good work. That's really about it, man. I'm not really like over here like, oh my God, they were there. They're going to shake the landscape. No, I just think it was like a visit. Maybe there was discussions, but if there was, cool. And I'm excited for it.
I will say it is a brilliant like negotiation tactic going to AEW or WWE or TNA visiting backstage. I think it's a great way so that like the competition, they give you a better offer than what they would have given you. And I think that's what AJ Francis did. He went to World's End because he knew it would get the news headlines, him talking to Tony Khan and possibly getting signed to AEW. So I think with TNA letting go of a lot of their people, because he has been a huge asset in 2024 for them. He's one of their top heels right now. He's gotten way better in the ring. Like his improvement has gotten so good. So I think this was a great like negotiation tactic for TNA to probably give him a better offer than he was given. So good for AJ Francis. I'm glad that he's staying with TNA because I think that's the right role for him. Like I don't think he would have fit good in AEW, but now Baron Corbin, on the other hand, I think that he could be pretty successful in AEW. And I really want to see him and MJF work together.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
Because they have, like, tweeted at each other, like, pictures of them with their cars, and, like, they have shoot the shit on X and Twitter, like, while he was in WWE and MJF was world champion. So, like, honestly, I would love to see, like, them two do something together. And I could definitely see Corbin, like, getting a lot of heat with, like, AEW fans. And he is somebody that, if you give him the right role, he's going to be great. He's going to be successful. And I think that he just needs the opportunity. So I think him going to AEW, I'm not against.
Yeah.
But let's see here what we have. So we have here, we got Angelo, one of our We Are Wrestling Maniacs here, part of our YouTube membership program. Corbin should go to AEW, and glad AJ stayed in TNA. So I'm glad we're on the same page, Angelo, because you and I, we've been disagreeing a lot lately. But moving on now to our next topic here for our weekly news and rumors. Omos will be doing some stuff for Pro Wrestling Noah. And earlier this morning, he actually did win the tag team championships as well, with another guy that I don't know his name. But what's your thoughts on Omos getting an opportunity to do some work in Japan?
Won the tag team championships this morning with someone I do not know his name.
I should have called him a jabroni.
A jabroni
Like The Rock.
number one. No, but in all seriousness, it's going to be short and sweet for me. You know, it's good to see that the dude's still being used. I feel like training in Japan would be a very good go for him. Maybe he can learn some things, bring it back to WWE, and reinvent himself, you know? So, good for him.
Honestly, I think that this is going to be a great experience for him. I know a lot of the legends in the business, especially Undertaker on his podcast, has been putting over how talented he thinks Omos is, and I think that he's like an opportunity away from being a big star in the WWE. I think that this is great for him because he hasn't really done anything in the Triple H era, so let him go to Japan, let him get some reps in instead of just sitting on the couch, and I think that this is going to really teach him some things that maybe he didn't know that now he can use in WWE, and hopefully it benefits him.
Hell yeah, dude. Same.
But I like this, though. I do like this for him. But somebody who loves Japanese wrestling is our pal. He's a part of the We Are Wrestling team. Ricky Knows Best. And you already know when I had to go through all the topics with him, he wanted to give his thoughts on this. So here we go, guys. Ricky Knows Best. First time in 2025. Let's hear what Ricky's got to say.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
It's me.
I just want to say too, Ben, while this intro is playing, when I edit these, I just pretty much just keep whatever he says.
Sometimes I'll be catching it.
So I never know what this man's gonna say. This is a live reaction.
But that's my opinion.
You're so over.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best.
Give Ricky love in the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
God bless
Give him
you.
love.
Yeah, what's up? This is Ricky Knows Best. Shout out to the whole We Are Wrestling camp, man. Shout out to the best one, the Lone Ranger. You want my thoughts on Omos?
I just gave him his hoodie last night on New Year's Eve.
Pro Wrestler Noah. I think it's a good experience for him. Omos is a legitimate big man. And I think what he lacks, they can help him over there in Japan do. And shout out to him and Jack Morris for actually winning the tag team championships over there. Even though I'm not very fond of Omos, I still feel like he has a lot of work to do. But at the same time, Omos is a legitimate big man. He's got the aura. He's got everything as a big man. Not the best big man that I've seen, but he's one of the best big men.
Got one of the best.
But that's just my opinion.
Ricky knows best.
Shout out to We Are Wrestling, though. Have a good New Year's. God bless y'all and peace.
Ricky knows best, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky knows best. Believe in me. God bless you.
Wow.
I cannot believe that Ricky just said Omos has a lot of aura to him. This is coming from a guy who loves Will Ospreay. I fucking love you, Ricky. Oh, man.
We do love us
But
some Ricky.
I just feel like Omos just hasn't really had the opportunity to show what he could do. So, like, I'm kind of giving him, like, that pass because we haven't got to see what he could do without Vince McMahon. So I'm hoping that, like, this does work out for him and we do see him back in WWE because I want to see what he can actually do under Triple H.
Yeet.
So, moving on now to our last We Are Wrestling weekly news and rumors. Oh man, we got some WrestleMania rumors going on. According to Fightful, Roman Reigns versus CM Punk has been discussed internally as a WWE WrestleMania 41 match. What's your thoughts on this?
I don't know how the fuck we're going to get there unless somehow miraculously CM Punk has the World Heavyweight title. I don't know how we're going to get there. I don't know where it would make sense other than the fact they teamed with each other once and Paul Heyman's involved. I don't know. You know, just like, I'm cool. Just let me figure out what the details are first.
Well, they did kind of tease something at the end of Survivor Series during the War Games match where CM Punk did tell Paul Heyman, "You owe me one." So maybe that's like a little Easter egg, like Paul Heyman's going to have to choose CM Punk or Roman Reigns possibly. But I don't know how we get there though, because it's been rumored that Roman Reigns and the Final Boss are supposed to go against each other for the last like 10 fucking WrestleManias. So like, I don't know how we're going to get there. But I think that it would be a solid... That is a great WrestleMania match, though. CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I think that's a great, big PLE match that could main event one of the nights, in my opinion. But, like, right now, with the way that both of the stars are, like, I feel like they don't align against each other. Not yet, at least. Yeah. Because CM Punk is massively over with the crowd on Raw, while on SmackDown, Roman Reigns is massively over with the crowd. So, like... You can't really do that, I feel like, unless, like, maybe CM Punk is the heel in this, which I don't see happening anytime soon.
Yeah.
But, who would you like to see, CM Punk face at WrestleMania?
Too early to tell.
Too early to tell. Well, I'll ask you that on our live episode after the Royal Rumble. Yeah. That's when the road to WrestleMania starts.
Then we'll have better idea. Right now, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, couldn't tell me either, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. I'm just glad that Seth Rollins and CM Punk is happening now and not WrestleMania, because I think that the time is right. But before we get into our main event topic, we do want to let all you guys know here in the We Are Wrestling live chat that we do appreciate you guys being a part of the very first We Are Wrestling podcast live weekly episode this week, because we do have a lot of big things in store for you guys for 2025. And next week, we will be bringing back the Getting Put Over segment, where we're going to be putting over Dolph Ziggler. And we will be bringing back the Power of the Poll, which will be up tonight for you guys to vote on. And we'll be talking about the results and everything next week on the show. So now, with that being said, let's get into the main event topic for the We Are Wrestling podcast, episode 141. Our first weekly live episode, which if you guys want to be a part of this live chat, it's free. Every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is going to be a weekly thing for the whole 2025. Our main event topic, here we go. We're almost on the road to WrestleMania. According to PW Insider, currently, the majority of the talks have circled around the idea of John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 41 for the WWE Undisputed Championship. We have heard that the match mentioned by numerous sources over the last 2 weeks, as recent as yesterday. But everything is subject to change, especially if The Rock comes back in the fold and wanted to work with either Cena or Rhodes at the show. At which point, any creative plans would be reworked to fit into Rock's vision. What's your thoughts on the possibility of a John Cena versus Cody Rhodes title match to main event WrestleMania 41?
It already makes more sense than fucking The Rock just deciding to interfere because his schedule happens to be open. Like, no, fuck you, dude. Like, at this point, I don't want him anywhere near it. I don't want him anywhere near it. I don't. I think that's a lot more interesting, a lot more compelling, Cody and Cena, especially for his last run and at a Mania where Cody could potentially be the fucking heel of that situation. Yeah, dude. Like, everybody's going to turn on Cody because Cena's back. Like, honestly, like, I think there is more money to be made there than there is with Rock versus Cody. It's bullshit at this point. Roman should be facing The Rock. Like, we need to plant those seeds. CM Punk can do something else. You know, like, man, it's hard. It's hard right now, man.
It is, but I know there's been talks about Logan Paul pitching the idea to WWE, him facing John Cena at WrestleMania, but right now, they have turned that down. So as of right now, that's not happening currently. But I do kind of want to play devil's advocate here, and then I'll share my thoughts on it. So there are people that are saying that the John Cena versus Cody Rhodes match shouldn't happen at WrestleMania because they think that after this match between Cena and Rhodes, the fans are going to start turning on Cody as a babyface, similar to what happened with John Cena back in the day. How do you feel about that?
It's inevitable. It's going to happen. If he doesn't turn heel at any point, it's going to happen. People will get bored as fuck with him. It's just a proven fact. He does not have that same John Cena aura. It's true. He doesn't. You know, John Cena is a once-in-a-lifetime type of person. You know, like, I don't know. I don't see it.
Cena versus Paul is a perfect SummerSlam match, not for Cena's last Mania match.
Angelo said it perfectly.
I've been saying that. I agree. I agree with Angelo on that one. Yep. But I will say this, like, my honest thoughts about Cena and Rhodes, it's not going to hurt Cody Rhodes' credibility if he goes against John Cena at WrestleMania. I don't think it's going to have him, like, okay, one night, fans are going to be rooting for Cena because he's on his retirement tour. That doesn't mean it's going to follow Cody when John Cena and him are done working together. Yeah. Cody Rhodes can still be a babyface. This, to me, is a perfect opportunity to have that dream match, that once-in-a-lifetime match. This is a passing of the torch. We have not had a big babyface in the WWE friggin' since John Cena, and Cody Rhodes is taking that throne right now in the WWE. The kids are looking up to the American Nightmare, like how I was looking up to John Cena as a kid. So this, to me, is a perfect opportunity of a passing of the torch moment here. We had Rock versus Hulk Hogan. The Rock was one of the top baby faces during that build-up. And at WrestleMania, Hogan was supposed to work the heel, but everybody missed Hulk Hogan in WWE, so the crowd turned on The Rock. What, for one freaking night? It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We even got Rock versus Cena. And that was also a great dream match as well. So I think that this is a perfect opportunity here to have pretty much John Cena versus Cody. And honestly, if Cody wins, I'm not going to be mad. But if John Cena wins, I'm going to be really happy. And I think that this is a great build-up because John Cena is tied with Ric Flair as the 16-time as a world champion. So the perfect build-up here is, can he beat Ric Flair and become a 17-time champion? It's a perfect build-up.
Yep.
Absolutely perfect. But, yeah, I think overall, like, for Cena and Rhodes, I really hope they do go down this route. I know that, even earlier, before this came out, months ago here on the We Are Wrestling podcast, there were rumors about having at WrestleMania Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. I think that could wait now with John Cena in the fold.
Yeah.
But if there was anybody that, hey, what's going on, Josh Toy Show? I didn't know your name was Bonnie. But I will say this, though. John Cena versus Cody Rhodes got money written all over it. That's a perfect WrestleMania match. But we are going to have to wait and see what happens because we're not on the road to WrestleMania just yet. And I know for the next month, in the month of January, we're going to be probably talking about a lot of fantasy WrestleMania matches that can happen. So it's going to get really interesting. But Ben, is there anything else before we start answering some questions and some people in the chat?
No. In terms of the show, we got that nailed down, man.
I think we did. I think we absolutely killed it for our first live episode.
Yeah, man.
which you guys can tune in and check out every Wednesday starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But now, with our We Are Wrestling live chat, if you guys have any questions wrestling related, we want you guys to drop them. We're going to be answering a few for the next probably 10 to 15 minutes possibly, and then we're going to close off the show. This is something that we're going to do probably after we go over all the regular topics for the show. Something that maybe we didn't talk about. We want you guys in the live chat to ask us anything.
You too, Chris.
And Chris, we hope that you're also having yourself a solid New Year's as well. And, Crazy 101. Cena's booking is a big test for Triple H because TK booked Sting's last match very good. Honestly, that is hey, if people were freaking judging, they're really paying attention to Sting's final run. And so I think, there is going to be a lot of people that are going to be paying very close attention to John Cena. Do you think that Triple H will book it right?
Oh, absolutely, dude. It's John fucking Cena, dude. He's gonna
I think
he's gonna
so
book
too.
it to the stars, bro. Especially since he's back full time and has the buzz cut back.
I was just gonna say, you saw that picture, right, with the kid,
dude.
And John Cena.
We're back, bro. It's about to happen tomorrow or on Monday. It's happening on Monday. I'm calling it.
Yep, I cannot wait, dude. I'm excited. It's gonna be a
Taking
great
it off
time.
on Netflix, bitch. I'm so fucking excited, bro.
Josh Toy Show has a great question here. What do you think of WWE and AEW now being on streaming? And what just happened? Your camera just shut off. Okay. There he is. Welcome back, Ben.
Welcome back.
Yep, your mic and everything I believe is still good.
Yeah.
But Josh asked here, what do you think of WWE and AEW now being on streaming, and what do you expect for it?
Honestly, it's a good move, and nobody's done it before. And I'm really excited to see how things kind of go numbers wise for both companies. I mean, Netflix is one of the biggest streaming platforms there is in history, and then Max is doing really great numbers on all of their products. So I mean, it's going to be a really, 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 really good turnout for both companies. So I think that we're going to be seeing a lot more numbers coming in. So I'm stoked.
I think that this is a game changer. So, honestly, I'm very happy about WWE and AEW both doing this at the same time. This is a huge game changer for professional wrestling. And I think what WWE's doing is fucking brilliant, too, because I believe earlier today, they did drop some original content as well on Netflix. So, for people that don't know what's going on in WWE, they can pretty much go on Netflix and stay up to date with everything. So I think, man, this is going to be great for new fans to be a part of this with us.
Yeah, dude.
And at the end of the day, if wrestling's growing, then we're growing. And that's what matters. But Crazy 101, I like this one. If he doesn't book it right, will Ben say TK is better?
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Yeah, you would have to pay Ben a lot of money. You might have to send $100 super chat for Ben to say that.
That'll never happen.
Even $100.
Okay, see, yeah, money talks.
I was about to say, money talks. Yeah, you get. Money talks, bullshit walks, pal. Bullshit walks. Ooh, good question by Christopher LeClaire. When do you think Alexa Bliss comes back?
Rumble.
Royal Rumble, 1000%. Angelo, do you think it will be Randy versus Kevin at WrestleMania then instead of Randy versus Cody? Because we ain't getting Kevin versus Randy yet. Honestly, that is a solid WrestleMania match. And I don't know what's going on with Ben.
I have no idea what the fuck is going on with my shit either, bro.
Ben lost his power, ladies and gentlemen. He's on a
did.
generator right now.
Apparently.
But how do you feel about Randy and KO being at Mania? You think that would be a good match?
Yeah, it'd be a good match.
I think so too.
Dude,
I hope TNA goes to streaming in the US. I hope so as well. No more ratings talk. Well, that's not true because with AEW, they're going to still be on TBS and TNT for their shows, but they're also going to be on Max Live as well. So yeah, the ratings won't be accurate because some people are going to be watching it on Max, but people are still going to be shitting regardless.
Oh, absolutely.
You're never going to win. And they'll find a way to fucking find ratings with Raw and Netflix Watch. If they're able to pull 65 million for Jake versus Mike Tyson, then we're going to find out ratings. There's a way. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Ooh, James All Day. who do you think will be in the Royal Rumbles? Let's just pick like maybe 3 people.
Joe Hendry, Jordan Grace. Fuck.
The Wyatt Six got Ben.
Yeah.
When your lights went out.
I'm going to say Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, and possibly... shit. That's hard, actually. That's really fucking hard. I'll say The Rock for shits and giggles.
It's funny. Angelo just said The Rock, Grace, and Hendry.
Oh, shit. Okay, cool. I didn't even read the comment.
Right when you said The Rock, like his comment just showed up.
That's awesome.
On point. But now if I had to pick 3 people that I think will show up at the Rumble just for ha-has, Jordan Grace, definitely one of them. I think that I could also see Logan Paul entering the Royal Rumble as well. And finally, the last person I could see in the Rumble match, I'm going to go with Charlotte Flair. I think I'm going to have to go with Dan on that. Charlotte Flair, I could see coming
I see that.
back. But now
Josh
we are
Alexander?
going to...
Yeah.
Oh, Josh Alexander, that's also a good one, because we could get somebody in the Forbidden Door, too, remind you. Even, like, if their TNA contract is still, like, good.
Yeah.
So you never know, because Jordan Grace showed up in the Rumble, and she was under a TNA contract, so you never really know what's going to happen. But let's see here. We'll answer one more question, and I think Crazy 101 has a great question here. It's been a bit now, so thoughts on the Wyatt Six?
Lukewarm as fuck, son.
I will say, like, I have been enjoying the little feud that's been going on with the Final Testament a little bit. But, like, it's hard to be invested in something when you're not competing for something, if that makes any sense.
Facts.
Like, it's hard for me to, like, get behind the Wyatt Six because, yes, like, they're focusing on people that turned on certain individuals. That's why they were going after The Miz. That's why they went after Chad Gable. So, like, I like what they're doing there, but, like, when are we going to get Dexter and Gazy going for the tag titles? Or, like, when are we going to get, like, Uncle Howdy maybe going after, like, the Intercontinental or United States? Because I think Uncle Howdy and Shinsuke with his new character, that could be a pretty good storyline. Even if he doesn't win the title, like, they need to go after something, in my opinion. Like, I thought it was going to be better than what it is. I'm not disappointed because I do like that they're all getting this opportunity to pay homage to Wyndham Rotunda, but I really want more.
Yeah. Same here.
But, yeah, to all the We Are Wrestling maniacs out there worldwide, let us know in the comment section below your thoughts on all the topics and stuff that we talked about this week. We appreciate each and every one of you guys joining us for the very first episode, doing it live for the We Are Wrestling podcast, which will be now every Wednesday on YouTube, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to be a part of this, highly recommend being a part of it. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a We Are Wrestling maniac yet already, and you're listening to this podcast, give us a 5-star review. Not just any review, but a best one review, and download the episodes. And give us a follow. It really helps with the algorithm. But if you're not a maniac yet already over on the YouTube channel, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now. Turn on the post notifications. Our next live stream will be this upcoming Monday for Raw on Netflix. And it's going to be a great card. Very exciting. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk is happening. Solo versus Roman is happening. We might be getting Penta's debut. John Cena's going to be speaking. It's going to be a big freaking event. But links down in the description box below. You can go follow Ben and I over on our social medias and other adventures that we're doing. Ben is over on Twitch. I'm over on YouTube doing toy videos. All our links are down below. And of course, to all the We Are Wrestling maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.
Neither crazy.